Hi, my name is Raven Mitchell, and
This is my art journal.
I first got into art really young. It started when I was in elementary school, kindergarten most likely, because they had us finger painting all the time, and I still do it now. A lot of things that I do, I always have to have some kind of paint or some kind of charcoal, chalk, anything like that. It's always hands-on, and it's a lot of fun to work with that kind of stuff. My art kind of goes between really cutesy stuff to really intense kind of deep things. I love using watercolors because they're so bright and fun, but it's also really hard. You have to be very careful when you're making that, because if you go out of the lines that you're trying to stay within, there's just a nice wet spot of a really bad color and it looks bad. I'm not afraid to make a mess with my artwork. So if I'm using paint, I'll have paint all over myself, or if I'm using charcoal, I'll have it all over my hands. They'll be completely ruined by the time I get done making my art project. And I honestly don't mind. I actually love making a mess. To describe how charcoal works, it's like using chalk on paper. Very hard to work with and very messy and a lot of dust. It's a huge mess. My first major project that I actually got recognized for was when I was in 4th grade. We were painting pictures of flowers, and I did mine a little differently.
I decided to use crayons.
Drew the outline of it, and then on the inside I put in the colors, and it turned out really well, and I got it put into the school district office. And it was framed and everything, and I didn't get it back until I entered high school. My mom has it hanging in the house. She's really proud of that. A lot of people have a specific technique that they use when they're making their artwork, but I don't really have a technique. I kind of just go and I do. I don't sit there and think, how am I gonna draw this or make this? I kind of just start drawing, and wherever my mind goes, that's how my artwork turns out. I don't really have a specific technique. I know my teacher, he learned some specific techniques, and he was teaching us on how to make cartoon characters and actually draw people, and I kind of use the outline of that, but then I kind of do my own little thing where I'm just kind of like, if I see a person sitting, I'll just start drawing them. He has a specific way that you would start drawing the outline and the basis and all this other stuff. I'm just like, I'm drawing the head and I'm drawing the arms, and then I'll draw a foot. I don't really take his art direction. I'll just try and connect that way. What really inspires me and gets me going into making an art piece would be from my emotions. A lot of times if I'm really happy, I'll draw something really bright and colorful, and if I'm kind of mad or upset, I'll just draw shadows and sketch things that are dark. Instead of writing something down, I end up just sketching and drawing, and that's how I express myself, is through my artwork. The way I come up with my ideas for my projects is kind of different. I don't really stay within the mindset of how my teacher would probably think. One of my favorite art pieces that I made was probably doing charcoal. It was a self-portrait, and that's probably one of my hardest and most successful pieces that I've done. I started out doing sketches of myself. I drew how my face would look, the shadows and stuff, and we had a mirror that we looked at, and we drew ourselves based on what we saw in the reflection, and that's how we started that. And then we went in and took pictures, and we made it so that we could see shadows hitting our face, and that's how we would go in and start doing our project. I think my project turned out really well. I feel like I captured a lot more of myself in that than I thought I would.